Tell us about how so much of our childhood continues to follow us, the good and the bad.
Well, we're in that brainwave state right up until about 6 years old. And during that time, we're like little sponges, just absorbing everything around us. Now, there's a filter in the brain called the RAS. It's the reticular activating system. And that is where all of these things are stored. Now, when we get older, everything that happens in our life goes through that filter. But those things that as an adult we are attempting to do and our subconscious doesn't agree with creates two opposing beliefs in the brain, and that creates chaos. We actually know from conception to the time that you're born, you're also being programmed. And how that works is it's not really your program, it's mom's. So whatever is going on in mom's life is going on for the baby. It's really interesting because I have a client who would always say, I'm the black sheep of the family. And I finally said to her, I said, what was going on in your mother's life that wasn't going on in her life during the time that she had her two other kids? And what had happened was the father owned a business and there was some huge union strike and things were very bad. And so the family had to move to Pennsylvania. They lived in New Jersey. And that would be a time, and the father had to stay in New Jersey. So here you have someone who's pregnant with two kids, not at home. And who knows, feeling
incredible stress,
abandoned, and feeling who knows what was going on. And I said to her, no wonder you're different than the other two, because it was a totally different situation for your mom.
You're a mindset practitioner. How do you describe for the viewer watching right now what an actual mindset practitioner is and some of the work that you do?
What I do is I identify the problem through the tissue conflicts of the body, the tissues actually. Every tissue of the body has a conflict attached to it, or a belief, I should say. And so from there, what I do is identify, usually underneath that belief, there could be 8, 9, 10 others that we can deal with in one sitting, and we just reprogram the information. And what it basically does is take the belief from childhood, which isn't serving the person anymore in their adult life, and it brings it forward into their adult life. And the wording kind of lets you know that. It's bringing it into their adult life in a way that they need at that time. Once the subconscious is given new information, and now is going to serve the person in their adult life, it does change their perception of reality. They look at the world in an entirely different way.
She's always empathetic to whatever is going on in your situation. She doesn't judge you, she doesn't criticize you. She makes you feel comfortable with being a human being with a human condition and saying, you know what it is, let's pick you up and find you a better path.